STADEN versus Dave MAZANY for the EFC Lightweight World Championship.
Let's take a look at the Samsung Tape, the official mobile partner of the EFC. 4 centimeter reach advantage for the South African Martin the Punisher van Staden, and an 8 centimeter height differential. 1 year younger is the Alaskan Dave MAZANY. And with that, let's send it up to Cyrus Fees for our official fight announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cape Town, South Africa, this is your main event of the evening. Proudly brought to you by Keith Home Exchange, South Africa's leading sports book, in partnership with Samsung, Adidas, Restonic Mattresses, RDG Rex Dipping Gearbox, Dragon Energy Drink, Constantia Insurance, the Capitol Hotels and Apartments, Aquavina Mineral Water, and Sun International. And now, from the Grand West Casino and Entertainment World in Cape Town, South Africa, the time for talk is over. It's time to knuckle up and throw down. 5 rounds for the EFC Lightweight Championship of the World. And now, the challenger, fighting out of the red corner. He is a wrestler with a record of 16 wins and 7 defeats, standing 1.75 meters tall, weighing in at 69 kilograms. He's fighting out of Las Vegas, USA. I give you the former EFC Lightweight Champion of the World, Dave the Pain Train MAZANY. And now his opponent, standing across the hexagon and fighting out of the blue corner. He is a mixed martial artist with an impressive 26 wins and only 10 defeats, standing 1.83 meters tall, weighing in at 69 kilograms. Fighting out of Johannesburg, South Africa, I give you the reigning, undisputed EFC Lightweight Champion of the World, Martin the Punisher van Staden. Your referee when the action begins is Ferdy Bassan.
And that's Tyler, our beautiful RDG Hexagon girl, brought to you by Rex Diff and Gearbox. We've got branches across South Africa in Gauteng, Durban, PE, East London, Cape Town and Polokwane, and now open in N4 Gateway Park, Pretoria.
Just keep talking, Simon. Gotta catch my breath, brother. My goodness.
Are you ready?
The electricity is through the roof here in the Grand Arena. That is the Punisher, Martin van Staden, defending his title against the Pain Train, Dave MAZANY. It's last-minute instructions from our official, Mr. Ferdy Bassan.
Let's keep it clean, touch gloves if you want, and go to your corners.
Yeah, a lot of respect shown between these two fighters in the build-up to this fight. I expect that to continue. There's a reason why this event is sold out tonight.
Round 1 is brought to you by Dragon Energy Drink, the official energy drink of the EFC. Low kick from Dave MAZANY. You know, we've talked to Rich Kwan a million times, and he said he's never had a fighter that can hit as hard as Martin van Staden.
Yeah, those two fists are like wrecking balls on the end of 2 very long arms. I'm very surprised it's a 4 centimeter reach different. I thought Martin would have a lot longer. But here's what we expected. We expected MAZANY to go straight into the clinch.
And now he's just going to beat up on the legs and knee the legs. A veteran move here by Dave MAZANY.
And Martin's clinch work has improved drastically over this past 2 years. This is a very familiar position for him. We saw it in that first round against Christian Holly. We're seeing it again against MAZANY. He's been here before.
Dave MAZANY just continues to batter the legs, the thighs of Martin van Staden, just trying to soften him up and potentially bring him to the ground. He still has his hands clasped. Up and down we go, but Martin not going to his back.
We know that MAZANY loves that suplex. We know that wrestling background. It wasn't the MAZANY airways we expected. Martin's got a good defense.
Of course, once again, having his sister Gina in his corner and Dennis Davis and grabbing onto the fence as Martin van Staden, and quickly Ferdy Bassan jumps on that. And now We got one leg in, and one thing about Van Staden is he knows how to defend submissions.
Yeah.
He has been in some really, really deep waters before, and he's been able to get out of it. MAZANY is just going to continue to knee the thighs, and that just hurts me looking at it.
Yeah, Dave's going to be grinding.
Oh, man,
he's
it's
happy
going
here.
to be black and blue.
This is extreme couture all day, all night.
It is. They are just bullies.
He's got the single.
And there we go. This could be trouble.
Wanted to
for
turn him
MAZANY,
around.
but he's going to continue to work for it, and he drags him down. Of course, MAZANY, a former track athlete.
Martin does have good submission defense. I mean, we remember that the third round submission victory he had over Dino Bagatti with a fantastic anaconda choke. So Martin can throw out some fantastic submissions on his back. And as I said, his jiu-jitsu is improving every day with Richard Kwan.
Well, you know, one of the reasons that I loved the Dricus Duplessis and Martin Van Staden fight when they fought for the welterweight championship was all the submission attempts and defense by both fighters. Obviously, Martin came out on the other side of that one. That being said, it was so amazing how they scrambled. Now Dave is just, like I said, he's bullying right now.
Yeah, this is MAZANY's fight. This is exactly what he wanted to do.
And he jumps on top in full mount, and he is really like a vice on top of Van Staden right now. Van Staden is going to have to work hard to get out of this position.
Martin's doing the right thing with the wrist control, though. He's stopping Dave teeing off on him, which he doesn't want. But now he's going to give up his back.
Martin Van Staden trying to defend the big left hand of MAZANY, and now MAZANY is going to jump in. Hooks are in. This could be very big trouble with 2 minutes to go in round number 1 for the Punisher.
That's another MAZANY backpack.
Oh, and a fantastic
great
defense.
job by Martin.
Oh, and this is where Martin could take advantage of scramble like that when he throws those big bombs.
And straight back to the fence from MAZANY. Martin pushes him off nicely.
Watch out right now for the Punisher.
Oh, MAZANY with a high kick and a right.
Once again, closing distance, sticking to Van Staden like Velcro.
Martin with a left underhook, but wanting to swivel away and turn it around onto the fence. But MAZANY's so strong in the clinch.
Give Dave credit for not allowing Van Staden to really get set.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He got the separation, but Dave did not allow him to get his feet underneath him and really set up and throw a shot.
You know, even throws up a left head kick, which surprised everybody. He's going to get him taken down again. He's going around the back.
Dave knows what the key is to this victory. He has some of the best technicians in his corner.
But you better bet that Martin's been drilling this takedown defense for months now.
You can tell. With the crowd just watching very, very closely here in Cape Town, appreciating the athleticism of these two fighters.
Yeah, the pedigree of both these guys is absolutely fantastic. It's not just about their records and their careers, but it's the coaches they have in the corner, the guys they're sparring with. Everyone over at Apex, at Coach Kwan University and FFM, and everyone over at Extreme Couture in Vegas. These guys have got great coaches and great sparring partners. This is just pure quality. Martin reverses it nicely there. That's what
watch out. This is when MAZANY has trouble. When he gets tagged like that, he tends to get a little wobbly.
Oh, straight left from Martin.
And now here comes the confidence of Van Staden. Final seconds, round 1. MAZANY needs to stay away, revert back to his track days, and don't let the Punisher get a hold of you at this point. There it is.
Oh, wow.
Brace yourself.
Great round.
Put on your seatbelts and get your popcorn ready. These two are giving you everything you need in a fight. Round 1 is up. That one's a close one. I think maybe MAZANY takes it just because the amount of control that he had in that round.
But this fight says exactly what it is on the tin. We expected it exactly. We expected MAZANY in the clinch. We expected the grappling, and we wanted Martin to create that distance and strike from range. Went down exactly how we saw it, Cyrus.
Here's the Restonic action replay, and there's the takedown attempt. And you saw Martin Van Staden, he did a great job not going to his back there.
Yep, Martin again defending very, very well. The submission defense has come on leaps and bounds with Richard Kwan.
And that was the actual takedown that MAZANY secured and got the crowd really riled up here in the Grand Arena. Hashtag it wherever you're watching on all of your social media platforms. Hashtag EFC72. Punisher versus Pain Train.
Yeah, MAZANY came out in the beginning of that first round really like he did burn the boats, didn't he?
Absolutely.
He's got nothing to lose.
No, he's living by that one. Dave MAZANY, Martin Van Staden, round 2. Watch out, ladies and gentlemen. Round 2 brought to you by Dragon Energy Drink. in the long gray tights. That's Mazzani in the short black tights. Martin van Staden.
Dave Mazzani very aware of Martin's
He knows
striking.
what it is.
Martin's got 4 KO wins in his last 4 fights, consecutive in a row. Mazzani's very wary of that left jab and that right hook.
And he has great
And that right comes in straight away. And another
Watch
left
out.
jab.
Moving. He's going to close in soon. You can see him measure him for the takedown. And watch out for an uppercut or a knee for Martin van Staden when he does. Spinning back kick.
Right into the bread basket of Mazzani. But let's not forget that Dave has got a good left hook and a great right hook. And his knockout of Fishbright, his knockout of Temba Garimba, he's pretty good in the pocket. And he's telling me
Madoku as well. He put him to sleep.
That was a cracking fight, wasn't it? And he's telling me he's been working on the striking. He tells me that his striking is improving every day. Like I said, we typify it as a classic striker versus wrestler, but both these guys' skill sets give us way more than that. Another good left hook from Mazzani.
Martin, of course, the one with the big power advantage, though. As good as Mazzani is, Martin has absolute dynamite in his hands and his knees. We remember how he won that championship with that devastating knee to Gavin Hughes. And here comes Mazzani. He times it perfect.
Get up against the fence again.
Going to be tough, but great dexterity.
Yeah, he was
by
waiting.
Martin van Staden. Great wherewithal.
Yeah, and Dave was waiting for that opportunity the whole time for a takedown counter. So strong in the clinch.
You think about some of the talent that a guy like Dave Mazzani sees on a regular basis in Extreme Couture in Las Vegas and the drills he goes through.
Yeah. Again, good wrist control from Martin. Very good defense, but I want to see if he can circle off the fence again.
Both men are bringing it here.
Dave's got the single.
Just clasp the single. Can he do anything with it? Nice elbow there by the Punisher. Nice close elbow.
Oh, and exchanging.
And here we go again. And this time Dave, I believe, is going to bring the Punisher to the ground potentially. And there it is. Here comes Mazzani leading the charge once again. But Martin van Staden, this is a guy that never really gets too caught up in it. He always has his wherewithal. What an absolute, man. These two warriors are giving us everything that we wanted in this fight.
And you better bet both these guys can go 5 rounds. The cardio for both these guys is absolutely on point.
It's incredible. This is some of the best fighting you're going to see in this organization.
And those thigh strikes hurt. Everyone's kind of thinking, oh, elbows to the thighs aren't really going to make much difference. Believe you me, they do.
Yeah, just imagine getting multiple Charlie horses all in a row. Tell me how you think that feels.
A nice reversal from Martin.
Now Martin has Dave up against the Hex. That's not a good place for Mazzani. This is where the knees come in. And those short elbows that the Punisher has. He has made a career out of those strikes.
Oh,
big swing and a miss. That one could have put him to sleep.
Dave coming with good head movement though. He's very light on his feet. He's still got lots in the gas tank.
Nice shot to the body, switching it up, switching levels as Mazzani. And Staden, though, is hunting.
Ooh. So
incredible the reach he has in this division.
Mazzani there took a big intake of air. Nice front teep kick there from Staden. Some classic old Muay Thai teep kick. I love a teep.
You know, the pro career, both men started 2007, 2008. They've been fighting for a long time, 10 years, 11 years in the game for van Staden and Mazzani. And still hungry and still want it.
Oh,
and he walked right into that one. Watch out, he's on the hunt. Oh, and Martin sees it.
2 big shots.
He knows, he has him on wobbly legs. Dave's still moving. There it is. You see that fire from Mazzani? He says, bring it on.
Oh,
beautiful shot to the body by Mazzani. Sticks and moves, nice left hand. You can't leave your chin out there for van Staden. He will put you up on the wall.
Oh, hard kick. Martin just shrugged off that body shot like it didn't matter and kept coming forward.
This is a throwdown of epic proportions.
So like there's 3 shots that Mazzani took really fired him up.
A backhand, here we go.
Oh, he tagged him several times with the right.
Nice side kick, and here comes van Staden. Oh, God.
Wow.
Jeez.
What a time for the Hooter. What a
Whoa,
incredible.
baby. Jeez. I need to check my blood pressure. It's going through the roof.
What a fantastic second round. The fight seems to get just better and better.
You are witnessing an instant classic, ladies and gentlemen. Wherever you are watching this broadcast, whenever you're watching it, this is an instant classic. Two men that want that title more than anything in the world. Red Stonic bringing you the action replay. Well, that was a Martin van Staden round.
That was a cracking round. Beautiful striking.
I think we're sitting at 1-1 right here. Take a look at this replay.
There was MAZANY Air was really taking off tonight, but it was a great display of striking in that second round by Martin.
You a big fan of that airline, MAZANY Air?
I am. It's great. Takes off regularly in Cape Town, I hear.
It really does.
What was Dennis Davis saying to Dave MAZANY in his corner? I think it's saying, time your exchanges more than that. Don't get involved in the brawl with Martin van Staden. Dave was looking for the counter takedown for the first half of that round, and it was laying him open to a lot of strikes. Those consecutive right hands, he can't take more of than that.
RDG Hexagon girls, and we go into round number 3. This thing has been amazing. Third round of a possible 5, and here we go. Brought to you by Dragon Energy Drink, official energy drink of the EFC. Spinning kick to the body by van Staden. Just when you think you know that striking game, he shows you something else.
Yeah, so fast, and Martin backing Dave up.
Look in the eyes of van Staden.
Again with the
Does again,
spinning.
he times it quite perfectly. And MAZANY not going away. Still very much in this.
Just like we said, we expected Dave to come out with some decent striking to counter. But again, we thought it was going to be
a right hand right on the money. He doesn't even have to set his feet to knock you out. That's how good van Staden is.
Good left by the Dave MAZANY as well.
Nice
right
uppercut and a right hand. Now a left hand follows to the body. This is a throwdown.
Oh, nice setup.
Going for it again. Beautiful setup and takedown by the Pain Train. Great timing.
Yeah, I see Gina Danger, MAZANY, and Dennis Davis there complaining to referee Ferdy Bassan about Martin holding on to the hex side.
Yeah, he kind of does that. He kind of grabs onto that pad a little bit.
Yeah.
But listen, these guys are veterans. It's nothing that MAZANY probably wouldn't do either. These guys know the ins and outs.
Exactly.
You know, where you can grab, get out of the view of the referee.
Some elbows there coming in from Martin to the side of MAZANY's head.
We've seen fights in that way.
Yeah, what a great setup the takedown was. MAZANY in the pocket and happy to trade.
Right there with his coach, Dennis Davis, giving him instructions. Now he's wanting him to take the back of van Staden. And that's exactly what Dave's going to attempt to do. Easier said than done. Now he's going to try to drag him down again. Great grip there. The iron claws are clasped there for Dave MAZANY.
Good defense from Martin again. Oh, this is exhausting to watch. Both fighters have got fantastic cardio. Both guys taking some serious hard shots in this third round. Martin hit so hard, but Dave was so happy to exchange in the pocket.
Pushing and pushing is Dave MAZANY. He wants this fight back down to the ground. He thinks he has an advantage there. Martin van Staden has done a great job of not allowing MAZANY to finish the fight. Oh, and they're going to separate once again, and Dave throws a big hook, then goes right back to it, and he's going to bring it to the ground again. Great timing, great placement for that takedown by the Pain Train.
Yeah, again, 2 shots and then the TD. Just a rinse and repeat from MAZANY, but he's so strong riding up against the cage.
Title on the line here, 5 rounds potentially. Cyrus V, Simon Stevens on the call for you. This historic matchup.
Yeah, what an honor to call this fight, Cyrus. 2 fantastic guys, 2 great fighters. So much respect shown, and what a fight. Exactly what we expected. This is the fight of champions. MAZANY really has burnt the
Look
boat.
for a separation here by Martin van Staden. If he can get out of the grip, the right arm of MAZANY, he's going to be throwing some big leather. Now changing position potentially, MAZANY, but no, van Staden won't give it to him. This is some of the most
cracking right elbow from Martin.
Strenuating work here is the strenuous work of being up against the fence here. It's insane.
It was almost like Martin cracked him with the elbow and did the same thing that Dave was doing. Wanted to go down and drop a level for the single. Thought twice about it there and came back up. And they separate.
Here we go again.
And Freddie Basson's pausing the fight here.
What is this?
Judges, 1 point.
He's deducting a point
1 point.
for grabbing the fence.
Grabbing onto the fence.
Oh, Martin's protesting. And Martin certainly wants some verification from Freddie Basson for that.
Yeah, did he must have got some verbal warnings. That's the thing. And now, no, listen, this might just piss off and start him.
Yeah, and that's not a good thing to do.
No.
Mind you, it's not like Mazany was in the same mindset in the second round and wanted to stand and bang, so that won't be a bad thing for us, the fight fans tonight here at Grand West. Sold out here in Cape Town.
Well, we did talk about it. We talked about the cage grabbing, and Freddie Basson was on top of it, so there you go.
Martin's kicking attacks are really, really nice tonight. There's two spinning back heels in that second round. Were absolutely fantastic. Lightning fast as well, and great left jab.
Under 30 seconds here in third round action. As Mazany circles, is he going to go for it again? Goes to the body. Can he set it up? He ducks the uppercut, and he's going to go for a single leg, but this time Van Staden jumps on top. Great move there by the Punisher. But the pain train continues. Can he get the takedown to finish off the round? 10 seconds left.
Still on to the single. How do you score this fight, Taurus? How do you score? What's going through the referee's minds at the moment?
I think that Mazany may have taken that one. I believe it might be 2-1 Mazany. I'm not a judge, but I think he may have done enough in that one. So yeah, tough fight to call, to say the least. You definitely don't want to be a judge here, and we knew coming into this fight, and we talked about it off air, that this one could definitely go 5 rounds, no doubt about it.
Oh, yeah.
The cardio, the durability, the big match temperament that both these men have. So,
but how well prepared are each of these guys for their opponent?
They're just professionals.
I mean,
That's what they do, right?
Dave told me he really thought Martin had the upper hand because his coach Richard Quine has prepared so many FFM fighters in the past to fight Mazany, so many of his former teammates. You know, we saw him fight Temba Grumbo recently, and of course Dave lost to Martin's teammate Don Madge when he lost the lightweight title last year. So
who happens to be in the corner of Martin right now, obviously giving him a little tip here and there. Restana gave you that action replay, and now we go into 4th round action. This is a battle. This is right there at the top, some of the best fights in EFC history, something you'll be rewatching for years and years. Van Staden and Mazany, Pain Train and Punisher go to round number 4.
I didn't expect it to go into the championship rounds, I must admit. But this is an absolute vintage classic set up by these guys.
Agreed. Round 4 brought to you by Dragon Energy Drink, of course. And once again, setting it up, and here comes the Pain Train once again.
Good shot by Martin, but Mazany shrugged it off.
Tenacious takedowns, but it looks like Martin might get the back here. And he's going to throw hammer fist, and Dave has to move.
Yeah, Dave's trying to get up. Very
precarious position. Yeah, that's a tough spot to be in.
But we know that Mazany's wrestling is absolutely on point. If anyone can get out of position, he can, and he does. Straight up against the fence from Mazany. If anyone's going to be planning a game plan for a fighter such as Mazany, it's Dennis Davis.
2 of the best lightweight fighters in the world today, Dave Mazany and Martin Van Staden. I put them up against anybody.
Yeah, 2 seasoned veterans, 2 fantastic sets of skills, both very, very hungry fighters. What more could you want? And this fight has really delivered. It's turning into a vintage scrap.
Martin Van Staden, you get to see his body movement. You see his language. You know he's trying to load up and separate. Here we go again. The accuracy of Van Staden has been one of his hallmarks over the years. He knows how to time it. Dave's starting to eat some more shots here. Dave knows what he has to do. Is he going to set up another takedown? How many of those poignant, jabs and straights can he take to the nose, to the jaw?
Yeah, Dave's had quite a lot of reconstruction surgery in the past in his career as well, so he doesn't want to take too many. Because we know what a good headhunter Martin Van Staden is. Knock out Gavin Hughes, knock out Leon Mainholt, knock out Christian Holly, knock out Kalefa Kabanda. Is he going to add Dave the Pain Train Mazany to that list?
Dave chasing once again, and he's going to eat another right hand. The
The punches are mounting on the skull of Dave Mazzani.
Martin always looking for that counter jab. Like you said, his precision is absolutely fantastic. We saw it with a knockout of Io Daly as well. Pinpoint right on the chin. It was a cracking knockout.
In my first event here in the EFC, Io Daly, I do remember that fight back in Durban.
Dave Mazzani's head movement is making it very difficult for Martin. He's bouncing up on his feet. His head movement's great. He's coming in and out of angles, going his back foot laterally. He's never coming in straight. He's never circling around to Martin's right hand.
We're at the halfway mark here, past the halfway mark of round number 4, and if Mazzani's going to do some business, he's going to have to do it soon.
Again comes charging in and again slips the uppercut. Oh, Martin coming with a big swinging left hook.
Big swing and a miss. Can Mazzani make it pay and put him back on the ground? He's going to try, but unable to finish the takedown. He's going to go for it again. Dave not going to give up. Dave Mazzani didn't really come up as a wrestler per se. It was a track athlete that turned to MMA and decided he was going to make a go at it. Started off in Alaska, ended up in Las Vegas, Nevada, following his dream. The wrestling just seems to come very naturally to him.
Yeah, even we said that Martin's got some fantastic submissions. That Anaconda choke with Dino Bagatine particularly standing out. But Dave's got victory in so many different areas, and he's got a great guillotine.
Dave was beating up on the thighs there of Van Staden. Van Staden actually had to block it a little bit. You got to wonder, I mean, that's really taking a toll on the legs. And like you said before, it doesn't seem like that'd be anything that would really hurt, but over a period of time.
And Mazzani took an elbow to the side of the head there, made him think twice about that.
Now Dave's going to try to jump on top here and really put the pressure down on the Punisher.
Yes, exactly what we expected Mazzani to do, isn't it? Grind and grind and grind. And he's so good at it. He's so strong. Some of the best shape we've seen Mazzani in for quite a while. He was so hungry for this fight.
Be honest, Simon, did you ever think that Van Staden would end up at this point after losing those 2 welterweight championship opportunities? Did you think he'd ever come here? Or did you think maybe it was over for him?
No, you look back at Martin's record, and again, it's very similar to Mazzani. It's so difficult to put away. You give him a loss, he'll come back with a string of wins. He gets another loss, he comes back with a string of wins. He keeps coming back, and he improves every single time. He's one of those great fighters with that fight IQ that he learns from the loss and he comes back stronger. When he started losing to submissions, and when he started losing in the grappling exchanges, he went back and all he did was grind, grind, and grind. And
He
you can
deserves
see
everything he's gotten, and once again, Mazzani has him up against the fence. Mazzani has maintained a lot of control here for the second half of this round. Doing a little bit of incremental damage. When Staden switches it up, he goes knee of his own, and this bad boy will go to the 5th.
wow, absolutely
And
incredible.
final round. Here's something to think about. Dave Mazzani is not a dumb fighter, and he knows that when you're fighting the champion, you got to beat the champion. So you better believe he's going to leave it all in the hexagon on this. I don't think by any means he's going to think, okay, you know, I got 2 rounds. As long as I win this round, I got it.
You just can't take that for granted.
He knows better, and I think any veteran knows better. Same with Martin Van Staden.
That's what makes it such a great fight, Cyrus. Both these guys have been here before. You know, Dave is never going to leave it to the judges. He never wants to do that. I mean, his last several fights have never gone to the decision. When the last time he had a decision was like 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah, it's not necessarily the Mazzani way.
In fact, I'm not sure Dave Mazzani's ever been to a decision in his 25-fight career. I think his last one was about 6 years ago to Joshua Henry, where it was a decision loss. That was 6 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
15, 16 fights ago. And that tells you the pedigree of this guy.
So here we go, guys. 5th and final round. This is why you tuned in. This is Mazzani and Van Staden, and here comes the Punisher.
Yeah, Martin knows he needs to knock Dave out. He needs to finish it in this round. He's worried that he's down on points. He needs to look for the finish. He's going to go headhunting again.
Of course he is.
Oh,
Big swing and a miss. Here comes
Dave's
the
rocked.
knee. Here comes the punches.
Straight to the takedown with a double. Great fight IQ by Dave Mazzani. What composure. He got rocked and went straight for the takedown, got the double and took him down.
Something we got to keep in consideration. If it does go to the decision, there was a point deduction. Keep
was
that in
indeed.
mind,
There
my
was
friends.
indeed, but I kind of had Dave winning that round anyway. Would it make that
That's-
much of a difference? Tough one.
Yeah, I mean,
Tough
this
one.
absolutely makes a difference. That's another point that's going to go against the total. I mean, it's
tough one to call, but Martin has put some fists on Dave's face, something
Yeah,
rotten
I
tonight.
mean, it's been back and forth.
He's scored some great points. But the story of this fight for me in the 5th round now was the grinding that Dave has put on Martin against the fence.
He's got his back once again. Can he maintain that grip? Martin does such a great job. And that's a veteran move. That's something that young fighters need to watch. What Van Staden does, tackling that grip and just trying to get it off, and he did a great job. And Dave's going to continue on that high leg.
Yeah, Mazzani has put Martin against the fence in his own corner with his sister and his coach Dennis Davis several times in these past 5 rounds. He's never put Martin up against the hex side in the Fight Fit Militia Apex corner with Richard Kwan. He's always put him up against the Extreme Couture corner, listening to his coach Dennis Davis.
Mazzani grinds up against the fence once again right there in that corner post.
Lighting up those thighs.
Man, yeah, Martin's going to be having a hard time walking.
Ooh.
But he switches it up.
Interesting swivel.
Veteran move, veteran. Grappling there by Van Staden, the Punisher. Turning the tables on the pain train.
That was a great ankle pick by Martin as well to reverse that around. And
he's underneath the neck. We remember how Mazzani lost that championship. And now he's squeezing. He's going to try to get under it again.
He's really switching arms. Trying it again.
Beautiful movement here. And Dave Mazzani has to use every bit of will and heart that he has left to get out of this position.
2 minutes, 40 seconds left in this round. For the lightweight title of the EFC. Absolutely for everything to play for with these guys.
He's going to try to flatten him out here. Is what he's going to try to do. Of course, he only has 1 hook in, so it's going to be tough. But Van Staden knows where he's at right now.
It's a bad spot.
Very, very aware. What does Dave have left? What does the pain train have left in the tank? How much coal can they throw into the engines?
Holding on to those wrists as much as he can to stop Martin from tee off. Because once Martin gets that left arm free, it's going to be bad news for Dave Mazzani. He's holding on for dear life.
Here we go again. Going for the choke again. Mazzani, a great grappler. In fact, he referees grappling competitions for Naga in the States.
Indeed.
Last thing he wants to do is have to give up to a choke.
And he's up.
To his feet again.
Great move.
But
Martin tags him.
Elbow City. Here
Martin looking for the finish. Mazzani fighting back.
He's going to have to time it perfectly. And here we go. I knew that was coming. But can he bring him down? He's going to drag him.
Wow.
And the pain train continues to chug along.
Fantastic fortitude by both these guys. Both guys are champions in my mind after this round.
As good as it gets. Elite, lightweights, plying their trade right here in our hexagon.
How did Mazzani get out of that situation? Got tagged several times, backpedaled, and got the takedown yet again. Great fight IQ by the American, but Mazzani fighting back.
Fans are on their feet all over this grand arena. Wow. They are watching closely, pulling for their fighters. And I tell you, I think this building is split down the middle. With Pain Train fans and Punisher fans.
The sold-out Grandmaster Arena. These guys know what they witnessed here tonight. They
trying to drop him again on his head. He's going to jump on the back.
He's very high up.
He's way too high, though, and now he's going to be on the bottom. Dealing with the grounded pound of the Punisher. Good luck with that. But a great attempt, a great risk there by Mazzani.
38 seconds left in this round.
Where do we go from here? That arm is trapped. Mazzani, he's going to try to grab onto the leg and get himself out of danger as the clock ticks down on this championship bout.
Mazzani doing a good job of tying up Martin, tying up his arm, tying up his legs.
Final seconds. Will we go to decision?
Great round by Martin Van Staden, though.
As good as it gets, ladies and gentlemen. 10 seconds left.
Oh, he's coming in and choking. Is he going to get the Anaconda in, going to full mount? No, he's not going to do it. Mazzani's defending off the fence.
Final moments for this one. Can Mazzani make it to the horn?
Oh.
And he does.
Oh, my goodness.
And now we go to the judges' scorecards. And, folks, I don't know where this one's going to land.
Mazzani
That's so close. Both men think they won the fight. But I'll tell you, I really don't know. I'm not even going to make a guess. I think both men had a fantastic performance. They did it in their own ways as well. We saw Martin Van Staden with the striking, significant strikes, and we saw Dave Mazzani with his control on the fence, his takedowns. I wouldn't want to be a judge in this situation. And keep in mind, there was the point deducted as well that could play a big, big factor in this decision.
It sucks that there has to be a loser to this amazing fight. Can't we have 2 lightweight belts in the UFC?
I'll take it. I mean, 100%. Just give both the belt.
Because the fight exactly played out how we expected it to. MAZANY really did burn the boats, but what great composure from Martin STADEN. For a first title defense after such a fantastic career, that was a great show.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Now, here we go. We're going to take a look at the Restonic action replay, and there you see the knees.
Multiple tags from the feet from Martin.
But not giving up on the takedown at all in this fight was the pain train, and he was able to get a few takedowns in that round, and you can make a case in that round for both fighters. You can make a case for the entire fight. Wow, this is something else.
Again, Martin's submission defense over 5 rounds was superb against a wrestler of Mazany's quality. I'm highly, highly impressed with Martin's performance. Absolute cracker.
But now the judges have to do their job, and they have to make the decision. They have to decide the outcome of this one. Who is going to walk out with that EFC lightweight championship belt around their waist?
What a call.
They're tabulating the scores. And in a few moments, I'll have the honor of announcing the winner of this fight, which I said before, is an instant classic. Definitely a fight for our fighters, young fighters, to learn from. The durability, the heart, both men showed.
Wow. Fight had everything, didn't it, Cyrus? Had fantastic striking, great jiu-jitsu, great grappling, great show of respect for both fighters. And MAZANY throwing up the call yet again.
Here we go, folks. Still waiting on the decision. Everybody waiting on pins and needles here in the Grand Arena. What's it going to be?
Oh, crowd on tenterhooks, absolutely amazing. The atmosphere, you can cut it with a knife. Both fighters pacing back and forth, waiting for the decision. Crowd is on their feet still. Yeah, both winners in my eyes. What veterans, what great opponents for the sport, what great representatives of mixed martial arts and the EFC. No smack talk between these guys. There never is a need for smack talk when you've had such storied veteran careers as these two incredible warriors. Massive respect shown between the two, and no surprise after that kind of performance from both these guys. Both winners, both champions in my eyes, regardless of this outcome. Still waiting the decision. Very, very interesting to see how these rounds are scored. 5 amazing championship rounds. I really didn't expect it to go past the first or second, but indeed it did, and these guys put on a great show for the fans here. Sold out Grand West here in Cape Town. These guys have witnessed a really, truly classic vintage matchup. Some of the 2 best lightweights I think we've ever had in the EFC. Will Dave MAZANY get that lightweight belt? He lost to Martin's teammate Don Madge almost a year ago here in Cape Town. Will Martin defend his title successfully for the very first time, a title he's fought for 9 years to finally get? Absolutely incredible. Still waiting for a decision. The referees are still tabulating the scores. And we do indeed have a decision. Ferguson has both guys, and we're going to send it up to Cyrus Fees with the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge Sadler scores this fight 48-46 for MAZANY. Judge Farrier scores this fight 48-46 for Van Staden. Judge Olivier scores this bout 49-45 for your winner by split decision. And new EFC lightweight champion of the world, Dave the Pain Train